I ain't even gonna let the beat drop. They hear that sound, they know what time it is. Yes, sir. UNK and Chico. Live and direct.
Another live. Lunchtime live.
Another live with UNK and Bigg Dogg.
Lunchtime live with UNK and Bigg Dogg Chico. We up in this thing. Appreciate everybody checking in with us. Let us know where you checking in from, how you checking in, whatever you're doing on your job. You don't have a lunchtime. You're just making up a lunchtime. Whatever it is, it's lunchtime somewhere. Not here, but somewhere it is.
Hey, lunchtime live is like the morning run. In morning somewhere. I bet you there's somebody
eating lunch right now. Like, oh damn, these two guys on. Let me check them out. The good looking guy and the one with the beard. Yeah, let me check them out.
all right, let's see chat. See, here's what happened. Here's what happened right here.
Just a little
perfect.
Wake up.
Right. Here's what happened right here. You do shit like that about 45 seconds into the show. And then as people come in and I get you back, they don't know I'm hitting you back. They be thinking I just started. And then you go play a victim again. You know, like Luka did. Hold on, I ain't do nothing. Hey, that's the classic NBA. I'm guilty. What foul? What?
That's that LeBron. What if you want to go to the NBA? We go start right off with the NBA because the lottery was last night. We were on yesterday, and you said, all right, at 7 p.m. the lottery gonna drop and things can change, and things done changed drastically. Someone said whoever wins the lottery is like winning $500 million up to $1 billion with what that's gonna bring to the franchise. And the Dallas Mavericks won the lottery.
Chico, you remember now. This ain't I told you so moment. But you remember on yesterday's morning run, we broke down the odds of who was going to likely get the first pick. And it was the Utah Jazz. And I said, Utah Jazz got the favorites. But from a league perspective, San Antonio or Dallas. And I'd be damned if San Antonio ain't 2 and Dallas 1-1.
That is crazy like that. With a 1.8% chance to win the number 1 pick and they won in the lottery. Come on now, dog. Was this set up from the get-go from the Luka trade? I've been hearing people say that. Set up since the Luka trade.
That's what I was basing
back out, scratch yours.
That's what I was basing on. Look, let me look at it this way. What does the NBA stand for? What the initial stand for?
I almost said something else, but I'm saying National Basketball Association.
All right, so here the key word: association. The league got to do what's best for the league. And when you had a Luka, whether it was collusion or not, leave Dallas to go be the heir apparent Laker, leaving Dallas with nothing. You had Dallas talking about going to Las Vegas. And it's the same reason I was putting San Antonio in the mix, to recreate that Tim Duncan, David Robinson, because you got Wemby there, you bringing in Flagg. I was like, man, one of them two going to end up. One of them two.
Yeah.
And I'd be damned if it wasn't one of the Mavericks with a 1.8 chance to get it. They got it.
Top NBA television markets. And Dallas is one of them. So why would they want to leave Dallas to go to Las Vegas?
I think they're leaving for the arena, the taxes, and all that kind of stuff. New market there. Because Vegas is going to eventually have every professional sport in the city limits in Nevada.
Yeah.
It's too lucrative to walk away from. Chico, you remember once upon a time on national TV, you can't even discuss the odds. You couldn't let alone put them on the screen. The injury reports in the NFL totally exist for Vegas betting. It has nothing to do with league rules or, you got to let us know who hurt. It totally exists for gaming. And now there's such a blurred line between professional sports and gaming that, hell, ESPN got a gaming app.
Right. E-gaming and all these things. That's the big business too around here.
Big business. Matter of fact, if you one of these betting companies, come on, sponsor Uncle Chico Live.
I'm telling you what you're waiting on. I'll be saying
What you waiting
bet
on?
us and bet this and bet that and gamble on or whatever you want to call it on all of these different podcasts. Hey man, holler at us. I see people with 200 views total on their show and they got a sponsorship. Like what? What are y'all doing?
In the words of
So,
Trick Daddy, they know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
you ain't lying. We need to know somebody that just knows somebody that might know somebody. So I think Dallas, though, man, with Luka going to the Lakers, yes, that's a move that you can say the NBA wanted to do because now you have a bona fide superstar, like you said, it's the heir apparent to lead the Lakers, be the face of the Lakers,
Yeah.
and which could be the face of the NBA. But you have to put some talent around him also, and then you have to kind of replace him in Dallas with with a superstar. So they end up with number 1 pick. They pick Cooper Flagg. Are they immediately now championship contenders with Flagg in the mix?
You know, Kyrie is getting a little long in the tooth. AD, has proven once again it's hard for him to stay healthy. So I'm gonna say no. Uh, they're gonna still need to add some stuff, but he is instantly brought that team back to relevancy and back to star power. In the quote unquote West. Are they automatically better? Than say the Timberwolves, OKC, Nuggets right off the bat? Probably not. But from an eyeball standpoint, this is a great white hope, man. Like this is like back in the boxing days when you waited on the heavyweight champion, white guy, because the league was just dominated by brothers. Now, once again, you got another Dirk, you got another Bird, you got a guy that can straight up ball, and he doesn't necessarily look like the rest of the league. And that's why I was just like, man, again, I ain't one of these guys walk around with just all kind of conspiracy theory notions. And as we were discussing it yesterday, I was just simply saying I wasn't like saying this was guaranteed to happen. I was saying if there was a fix in, if there's any such thing as a fix, it's gonna be San Antonio or Dallas.
Yeah.
And then last night we saw it was Dallas. I was like,
That's let me ask this. So, but a lot of people were saying that the trade that Nico made, Luka for AD, basically, he was doing that because Dallas would be in a better position. They would be a better team with AD, and with all the health, without the injuries, and everybody was healthy. They were saying that this would be. This was a championship contending team after they had just went to the finals the year before. They trade Luka, get AD. They feel like they're better, but they end up being hurt. So when you add the number 1 pick, I'm thinking, the hell, you should be right there now. Is even a better chance to get
yeah.
there
Look,
because
you're absolutely right from a Nico standpoint. Like let's take conspiracy off the table for a second. Let's take fixing and rigging off the table for a second. Let's take looking out for the association off the table. And let's just make all things being equal. If you would assume or take the bet that you could keep AD healthy, you are exactly right in what you're saying. Like you are exactly right in what you're saying. AD was brought over there because he was a more instant championship kind of guy, moved to needle in Dallas. You didn't know that right around the trade, Kyrie was going to get hurt and AD was going to get hurt.
right.
Like you didn't know that. And so that's why I'm saying now adding in Flagg drastically changed that team, but we haven't seen Kyrie and AD post injury yet.
Yeah. Man, how much different can they be? What was it? Achilles, and I'm not sure what AD had several injuries, I think.
Yeah. I think it could be a big difference with Kyrie from an explosion standpoint. Because first thing back, when they draft Flagg and he comes in for his offseason workouts and preseason games, and then when the season starts, Kyrie not going to be there anyway.
So Flagg can actually get into a nice little groove or rhythm. He can, possibly be leading the team in scoring at that
Oh,
point.
absolutely.
If
Like you
Anthony
got to
Davis
be,
not there,
he got to be the hands-on favorite for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Because the ball is going to be in his hands. Like Wemby was going to be on that path for defensive Rookie of the Year because he got injured, before he had enough of the games to qualify for the awards. But you got to believe that with Flaggs, man. Like you just there's just no way in my mind like you can't even see Dallas trading this pick. Like
and I was going to ask you
got
that question.
to stay and you got to get this guy.
Yeah, that was going to be the next question. We saw the reaction from the Dallas Mavericks war room with their GMs and stuff. They went crazy with Nico and owners and other representatives there. So I'm sure they were it seemed like they were pretty happy to have the number 1 pick, but I had people asking, even Gilbert Arenas, shout out to Gilbert Arenas, and I was surprised to hear him say, what if they trade Kyrie? He said, I don't think they have enough. They should trade Kyrie. And I'm like, that's hustling backwards from what you've put together, I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like
I like that hustling backwards.
It is, and
but here's the thing, though, Chico. Again, I don't know. You don't know. Gilbert don't know either. Dallas know. Pending the extent of his injury and rehab and recovery, he may no longer suit their needs, but he could still be even a hobbled Kyrie could be 90% better than what other teams have. Wow. And so he could have value to other people that he no longer has to the Mavs. So I could see that playing. I don't see that playing out, but I'm just trying to make it make sense. I'm saying from a standpoint of, sometimes people get these ping pong balls and they get this number 1 pick and they trade out of it. That ain't happening. The Dallas Mavericks picking this guy.
Yeah, they got to pick him. They got to take him. You got to face of a franchise. Even if you, I heard someone say, what if they bring in, they trade the number 1 pick, and I think he proposed Kyrie, number 1 pick and Kyrie. So that's essentially Cooper Flagg and Kyrie Irving.
You gotta get somebody to hold and first round pick next year.
if you're gonna trade for that, but he was saying either Giannis or Kevin Durant come over to Dallas, and I said, those are not the right pieces. You still need that point guard. You still need Kyrie to be Kyrie whenever he does come back, and maybe next year is not the year that they're going to be contending. Because Kyrie will still be working his way in second half of the season. They can get into a groove, come back healthy for next year. And then that second year, Cooper's second year, I think they can be ready to go. My question will only be about Klay Thompson. He's 35. He'll be 36. Kyrie is 33, and AD is 32. That age going to eventually catch up with them. But
how would you say
in a good position right now? Kyrie's 32. I'm sorry, 33. 33 right now. So we talking about him making a run at 35 years old.
I was going to say, well, no, he's really, if he's 33 now with his injury, he's really 35 body wise, and so playing wise, that's going to be more 36 or 37. Because you're not only losing a year in playing with Father Time being undefeated and the nature of the injury, you're diminishing some too. Like you're not coming back from that 100%. Now, just luckily, his skill set is so high that him losing 10 or 15% of his game still puts him ahead of 20 other point guards in the league. But he's gonna lose some explosion. He's like that's just part of it. So give me a year for Father Time and a year for the injury. He's going from 33 to 35 when he come back.
Good point right there. I wonder if there's any other point guards who really come back from Achilles injury. One guy I remember, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me search for this. Chauncey Billups is one guy.
Did this when you have a guy come back from injury like that, Chico, and this is what's happening with Dallas. You surround him with people that he now has to do less with.
Thank you.
And so, like it's LeBron with Luka. LeBron is 40, got about two to 4 more years he could play, but he ain't got to score 25 a night for these next couple of years. He can drop down to 15. He can sit out games, because now he got somebody to defer to. He don't have to do it all.
It's now what's more valuable is that basketball IQ of Kyrie, that veteran leadership. Now that's what's valuable now. All those intangibles are going to rear its head now, and now you can lean on the young guy in Cooper Flagg and the rest of your pieces around that. So Dallas should be in a good position if Nico can continue to do his thing and make those moves. Maybe they are a piece away, but we shall see. I know my Lakers need to make a damn move.
I'm just gonna say this, Chico, and again, I'm saying it ain't I told you so moment, but it's saying I told you so. Told y'all yesterday we're through the Mars. I said if I were the league, if I was the association, Flagg gonna end up in Texas, whether it's Houston, San Antonio, or Dallas. He gonna end up in Texas because I'm trying to move this needle. And
Well,
for
tell me
San
this.
Antonio to end up second, I was sitting there watching like, I can't damn believe this. Like, I cannot damn. Like, they are really finna do this in our face. Like, like,
Yeah.
this is LeBron going to Cleveland.
Yep.
This is Patrick Ewing going to New York. Like, are y'all really finna do this in our face?
Yep.
Like, we supposed to look the other way. Like, you drop something and look up and they number one. Damn, what I miss?
So we talked about this yesterday also. If this is the NBA's plan, then you got to get Giannis out of Milwaukee, right? And where will he end up?
Yeah, he's got to get out of there. Absolutely. For the good of Giannis' career, for the good of the association, he's got to get out of there. And let me tell you this. I'm going to suggest collusion in that as well, because much like when David Stern stepped in and wouldn't let Chris Paul go to the Lakers at the time out of New Orleans, you better believe they go on the phones trying to massage where he goes to, or more importantly, where he doesn't go to.
Yeah.
It does not benefit the league for Giannis to end up in Sacramento.
Not at all. So
it doesn't benefit the league. I'm going to say this while Duke's ain't on here. It doesn't benefit the league for Giannis to end up in Atlanta.
So we can exit out some of those teams now.
And you can go get somebody. That don't mean it's good. I'm reminded of American Gangster when the Don called up Frank Lucas asked him to come to the house, and he said, man, he gave him that milk analogy, dairy farmers. He said, you ain't thinking like fellow dairy farmers. like we in this thing together. Like he just can't go nowhere, man. Like he can't. The league has to be involved in that for the sake of the league.
Well, we know where I know where I would like for him to end up, and we know where the league would like for him to end up. There's only a few cities: L.A., New York is fine right now, Miami, Chicago, Dallas. I think those are the top viewership cities in the NBA.
Viewer markets, yeah.
Viewer market. So L.A., I think, is the only option coming up right now as far as pairing him with Luka. He's in the top market. I think the Lakers have what's needed to bring over Giannis right now. Young player, AR.
How old is Giannis?
Giannis is, I think, 30 right now.
Okay.
So
Luka is still in his 20s.
Yes, I think Luka is 27, 26, 27.
Yeah. I'm not against it, Chico. It'd be great for TV, but I'm going to add that to the box of, I know you ain't finna do this right now face again.
Hey, it's been a lot of things done in our face, so
y'all really
might as well.
Yeah.
It's about viewership. It's about getting those numbers. Might as well.
I do not believe, and you couldn't get me to believe, that across the board NBA games are fixed or rigged or outcomes determined, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
But who get to draft where and who get to go where? Oh, damn, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Place him here, place him there.
Yeah. Because
pair him up with this guy.
of, again, the National Basketball Association. This is a $1 billion industry. This ain't something we can leave up to chance. This ain't Chico and Deuce to Scoop over push-ups. Like this, we can't lead this up to, well, we don't know what's going to happen. We just guessing. No, this got to be massaged. This got to be lean one way or the other, with heavy emphasis one part.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope we see him in L.A. New York Knicks are up 3-1 now on the Boston Celtics. Now that's one.
Hold on, Chico. My man Louisiana Glenn said NBA poured baby oil on all of us. Hey, I need
at least they added that.
Man, give me something on that.
At least they added that right there, dog. No, matter of fact,
he ain't lying
because it's facts. Put that baby oil on us first, at least, man. But I almost said, but I like it. No, let me.
And then you still said it.
Rewind.
You still said it.
And I almost said what I.
Just so good here. Hey man, it's lunchtime live with Uncle Chico, man. This dude ringing out the towel again. Like, what? No, you like all you gotta do is you keep going. All right,
you
Chico, on the morning run, I asked you a Deuce to Scoop who y'all got.
Oh, man.
Me and Deuce to Scoop went with the Celtics. You went with the Knicks. And let me give you this. Not only did you pick the Knicks early on and saying they were going to win the series, You hung your hat. You ain't nothing but a lousy jank. You hung your hat on. You said, because somebody from the Celtics, if they get injured, then they Knicks gonna show a win. Man, if I was Tatum family, I'd pull up at your doorstep right now, Hawaii, and slap the hell out you.
Why?
Because you put the fix in, you put the janks in, man.
You know what? I didn't even watch the last game. What happened? Did somebody get hurt? I didn't watch the last game. I just saw it. No, I didn't watch the last game. Honestly, I missed it.
Tatum went down with what looks like Achilles to me, non-contact injury.
No.
Took a step
Why
going
did
for a ball and just immediately grabbed his ankle Achilles. Had to wheelchair him about that thing.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I said the draft was going to Dallas, and you said somebody from the Celtics get hurt. It's rigged.
Negro Damas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I thought it would be Porzingis, or I thought it would be, and he's been sick, but I thought it would be him or Derek White or Holiday is what I said.
Now, Derek White don't get hurt no more since he cut his hair.
All right. Shout out to D. White, Colorado, Buffalo.
Hey, when I interviewed D. White in Colorado, you know, he had changed his hair. I said, looking good, man. But he didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, you so wild, man.
I talked to him, man. Chico, talking about your afro.
I spoke to him too in Colorado here. How you doing?
D. White put the paws on you now.
He looked like it too. I was like, damn. He don't. You ever see an NBA player that you see on the court watching him? You like that's a little fella. That's a little fella. Then you run up on him, be like, oh, they grow 6'4".
No, D. White get handsy now. You better be slick with the dish and keep it moving. You know, don't stand around and linger to try the dish.
Yeah, and make sure he hear you.
Yeah, when I said looking good, I was already stepping the other way. I mean, look good.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh man. Well, yeah. Another factor I said was the Knicks defense, man. The Knicks defense. And they just have so many defensive-minded players, like defensive. They're defense first guys, is what I'm trying to say, right? And then you have a coach like Tibbs, who is a defensive coach. You put that together with, I call him the big body AI, and that's Bronson, because he scores like AI. He's coming out that thing with a killer mentality to put points on the board. Then you have Bridges, like I keep saying. You got OG, you got Hart, Mitchell Robinson. These are defensive guys first, you know? Secondary is the offense. So that's why I said that they just fit well, even though they didn't win the game versus the Celtics in the regular season. I felt like this series they fit well versus the Celtics. And this is a 7-game series, man. You got to beat these guys 4 times. I gave it to the Knicks.
Well, they don't beat the 3, but 1 to go. And I didn't look at the latest from this morning of the MRI results in, but it don't look like Tatum will be back at all. And let me add one more component to your to-do list, your checklist when you went with the Knicks. And again, shout out to you for picking the Knicks when for me, the Celtics have been one of, with OKC, the best teams in the NBA all season long. They were not a fluke 1 seed by any imagination. So shout out to you again, Chico, for picking the Knicks in the strategy. But you left one thing off on why you picked the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Celtics' damn coach. It's like, my God, man, could you grab somebody by their damn jersey, ball it up in your fist and say, shoot another damn 3, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Like,
nah.
Can we get some kind of damn adjustment, passion? It's like even in this game that they lost last night, before Tatum got injured, you were winning the entire game. You went up like 20 like you blew before, but you in command of the game. And then 4 minutes left, now they up 14, the biggest lead they've ever had in the entire damn series. Because when you had the lead, what did you keep doing? Still shooting them damn threes. When they were unnecessary.
12 of 24 from Iron Hart in the first half, but cooled off in the second half, impacting their offensive rhythm. Yes.
Yeah, we got real cool in the fourth. And they kept shooting them. But man, Tatum, shout out to that guy Tatum. Him and Brunson put on like one of those for the old school people out there, like Louisiana Glenn. He remember when Bird and Dominique traded baskets. Boston and the Atlanta Hawks just traded baskets for about 10 minutes of game time. Man, what Boston and what Tatum were doing for mid-third quarter to about mid-fourth quarter, was some of the greatest damn individual basketball moments you will see in the playoffs. I think before Tatum got hurt, had 42 or 44.
42 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists before leaving in the fourth quarter due to the suspected Achilles injury. Jalen Brunson, 39 points, 14 to 25 shooting, leading the Knicks offense once again.
Yeah, it was unreal, man. But 3-1, and now it goes back to Boston, but goes back to Boston without Tatum.
Yep.
Presumably. Shout out to that guy, man. Best wishes to him. Hope it's not what it looked like, but
yeah,
I think it's what it looked like.
That's so crazy. You see so many people with these Achilles injuries, but yep, I can raise my hand and say I called that one in, and somebody's gonna get hurt with them Celtics. They've been playing a lot of basketball for a long time. You know what I mean? Over the last couple of years, so I feel like.
Do you remember Talladega Nights when they went to visit Ricky Bobby in the hospital, but wasn't nothing wrong with Ricky Bobby? And Ricky Bobby said to the character that Michael Clark Dumpster playing, said, "Man, I just, man, if this happened," he said, "Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby." That's what I'm telling you, Chico. You a jank, Chico. You like you made that man get hurt, man. That man got hurt because of you, man. The curse of Chico is losing the clean, call it.
Fun fact. I've never seen Talladega Nights. You can call me what you want. I've never seen Talladega Nights. It says a good movie, and it was based out of Alabama, right? Talladega, Alabama, like the racetrack.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah,
man. So, now Louisiana Glenn, the Texas Truth, Leon in the building, Val C, Smuggles KB, Dr. Irvin Christie.
Always, let us know you're tuning in from, man. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that.
Also,
that.
We had Coach Pollock on yesterday. He gave some great insights on recruiting. We even did a little what do you call it, exercise where I was the recruit and said what I wanted, and he was the recruiter in his position, and he broke down why I would want to go to Colorado. Made some great points.
If I was a recruit, NIL though.
Nah, and I didn't say I was looking for it, so I
but
knew.
He ain't off you, man, either.
That might come later after I send in my film. They actually see my film while I come to camp.
Speaking of NIL, speaking of NIL, you know, camp season is coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Chico, you might want to put the story up on this. This is a quick story though. Might want to put the story logo up on this. I don't have the story on this one. Okay, don't worry about it. It's a quick story. Coach Prime was having a camp at here in Jackson State. And you know, they was one of those time camps, one of the real camps. And so they set up the 40 time, and Dr. Charles Bishop, I said, Chuck, man, you know, for the show, you should run the 40. You know, let's you know, live from the camp. And you know, Chuck bit the hook here. He ran the 40.
All right, Neely, I'll do it.
Yeah, the clock's still running, by the way. He ain't finished yet, but when he got finished, I clipped it and sent it to Coach Prime. And I ain't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I just clipped it and sent it to him. Coach replied, he said, I went off of that joker a 3-piece with a biscuit. And said this, and I if he did get 3-piece with the biscuit, I'd take the pep out of it.
He ain't lying. I can hear him saying it just like that too. I went off of that joker. Hey, Professor Chuck.
Yeah, he did that. I got the clip somewhere. Next Sunday we're gonna put it up.
For everybody out there needing a guide for our shows, I need to make a graphic for that. But if you can listen in or write this now, you can. Sunday nights, we're on UNK and Chico live. Sunday nights, we're on UNK and Chico live. That's also Thursday nights, and that's Tuesday mornings for UNK and Chico. You want to catch us? Sunday night, Thursday night, and also Tuesday.
I like how he ain't said no time. Like he being real broad with that thing, y'all.
Okay, hold on.
Somebody just gonna sit around all Sunday night.
Okay, I gotta get these right. That's why I gotta make a graphic so I can have it. I'm gonna have me a big whiteboard, have all the times and everything on it, like we did at the radio station. So Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time?
No, 10 Central.
10 Central, 11 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 10 Central, 11 Eastern on Sunday
Yeah.
nights. Same thing
Yeah.
on Thursday nights.
That's correct. Come on, Chico. You're
10
doing good.
Central, 11 Eastern. Tuesday, we're
Yeah.
on lunchtime like you see us right now. That's going to be, what is that, 1 p.m. Central Time?
1 p.m. Central.
1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m.
p.m.
Eastern Time
You did good,
on
Chico.
Tuesdays. On Tuesdays. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can catch us on the morning run. That's 7 a.m. Hawaii time. That's for me. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 noon Central, 1
There you
p.m.
go.
Eastern Time.
There you go,
That's going to be
Chico.
the morning run, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Y'all let us know if we need to add anything Saturday, but at least we have those days covered for you. All right.
Yeah, and don't forget, we're speaking of Saturday, when we get to camp and the season, there will be shows on Saturday.
Mhm.
There'll be pregame shows and postgame shows, on game day. So that kind of naturally take care of itself. But if y'all want some off-season content between now and then, just say something. Just say the word. Chico, take it out west. We did the East Conference. Take it out west. Drop them scores.
Oh, I thought you meant
Not banging. We're talking about the NBA scores.
My bad. Well, let me pull up the NBA scores. I was about to start banging on y'all, cuz.
Smuggles KB, Mountain Time is Colorado.
Yes, Mountain Time, Colorado, where the mountains are. Game 5 today. Pacers leading the Cavaliers 4-1. They'll be playing today, 1 p.m. my time. That's like probably 7 p.m.
Yeah, do y'all
Eastern
see how when I
time?
give Chico an alley-oop, he catch it and dribble it out?
Yeah, I dribbled it out.
Yeah, you just gave us an Eastern game for the night. I said, take us.
Hold on, I'm going
Take
there.
us to the You ain't got to just dunk the ball, man. I threw it up there. So hold on.
Nuggets.
Hold on. I want to drive to the basket.
Nuggets are leading 4-1 versus the Thunder. Their game comes on. That's going to be the late game today. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to that. Then tomorrow we're going to be the Warriors and the Timberwolves. They played last night, right? I missed everything last night. Timberwolves and the Warriors.
Even if you miss it, Chico, I just said, let's go to the Western Conference, pull up the score, get the scores from last night, and you start. Well, the Pacers play tonight, and let me tell you what Chico be doing to me.
It happens. I'm
like 2 assists away from my bonus, and I pass the ball in the paint. All he had to do is lay it in, hit something, he go dribble out like we playing key-ball.
I want to set the play up this time.
I'm trying to get my bonus, man.
Man, shoot the ball. No. Hey, now they are leading 4-1, Chico. Ain't no more serious if they. What did I say? 4-1, 3-1. They about to go up 4-1, 3-1. All right. Who you have in the Warriors Timberwolves game?
I just think it's a wrap. Sorry to say to Keisha and Love, that thing over. Steph, like you. What did Jimmy Bucket say when they won the first game barely? He said, "Damn, it's hard to win without Steph Curry."
Yeah, and then Ant-Man told one of the guys, "Hey, you're gonna need Steph Curry to win this series because Wardell on the bench, y'all don't have a chance, Bigg Dogg."
No.
Yeah. Sad but true.
Portia, I don't think it's an act. Portia White Harrison, I don't think it's an act. I don't think it's an act. I think after he get caught being slow, then he try to say, "Oh, I was just playing."
Chico's new name is Can't Get Right. Unbelievable. Y'all be on me, don't it, man? Y'all be on me.
But you do it to you.
This live,
we just having a conversation. The score from last night. That's all you had to do.
That's it. I was getting there, though.
Let me tell you about the Pacers. Let me tell you about.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. They do have it up here like this. All right. So,
and see, when you be looking up like that, that's what double blessed twin mama say. You look like Ray Charles in that movie.
And look, no lie, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a shame, and y'all know I'll say anything because it's on my mind. It's a shame, but I actually was watching the show one time, and I was looking up like that. I said, "Damn, I do look like."
Hey, wait, Chico, put little Ray Charles up.
No, I'm not doing all that. You're going too far now.
Put little Ray Charles.
Y'all got to Google that. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at that thing. I said, "Damn,
Chico,
look at
come
this,
on, man." Put little Ray Charles up on the screen and then look up one time. Come on, Chico. Come on, the people need this, man. We're here to bring smiles to the lives of others, Chico. Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
gosh. Unbelievable how that ish
Come on,
actually
Chico.
looked.
Come on, Chico.
I was like, doubly blessed twin mom. You
Man,
wrong
W
with that
Bless
one now.
Twin Mom. She
Why you had
watched.
to do that?
She super chat. She a member. The least you could do. And put that little Ray Charles up and look up one time.
No, man. I thought we was going to the Western Conference.
We are. You the one delayed it. You the one took the exit early.
Is this guy? Oh,
Keisha Love say she want to see it too.
this guy's a wide receiver now in college.
No, we talking about get to Ray Charles movie picture, Chico. We ain't talking about what he up to.
Man, this is the only one I can find right now. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull this one up for you. I think this is the one we used last time too, right?
You can find like it's on the internet, Chico. It's just on the one you want to find. I did that. Okay. Now look up. You know that's not the best picture. We need the one where he was a little more blinder, if that's a word. Find the one where he was a little more blinder. And then look up.
I don't know what to do with this guy, man. Lord have mercy. No, not that one. Man, y'all wrong. Man. I'm not gonna.
That's right, Leon. Just a little more blinder. Like he had lost all his sight just right there, boy. Just a little more blinder.
Oh my God.
She gonna be looking at that monster.
Like this.
Don't you
what
did
Ray say to his mama?
Don't you let nobody look down on you. You don't let nobody help you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, mama.
Woo! Okay, Chico. Ant-Man go to state. Come on, let's get back on track now. Go to take it out west.
Let me not look at that monitor right there. Let me look at this one.
Woo!
Man, you know what? 117, 110. Minnesota leading 3-1 over the Warriors. Once again, I tell you what, the Warriors did come out there and they played a better game. And Jonathan Kuminga was the guy they seemed like they were leaning on. They just let him go wild, do your thing. He had 23 points. I think he could have had even more. But once again, our guy, the bad man, Julius Damn Randle, 31 points. He cannot be stopped.
And I'm telling you this, man. That damn cat in New York and Randall, like this trade worked out so well for both parties, dog.
Unbelievable.
Like I'm telling y'all, I done told y'all, I'm gonna keep telling y'all till it's over. Don't nobody want to guard Randall. Don't nobody want to be guarded by Randall. Like he looked musty. He plays strong defense. He makes shots that you swear like, oh, that's broke, and then it's going in. Like Randall, the X factor, man.
Yeah, I think so. Also, him and Ant-Man having 30 points. That's going to be tough to stop. I think they're on a collision course with that New York Knicks who made that trade with them. But they do have to make. What's that?
No, I'm hearing you. I like that. I hear you.
Yeah. I think they could meet in the finals.
No, they can.
Yeah,
they can.
But they will have to get through. I was thinking those Nuggets, but we got to make sure the Nuggets get out of OKC with that series tied 2-2. But right now, to me, looking at all of the teams in the West, I like Minnesota's chance better than anyone right now coming out of the West.
I'm Same going with the Knicks to agree with that as far as right now, but I'm gonna stick with my OKC pick though.
Okay.
But Minnesota has gone through some tough moments and gotten better for it. And so I think their growth during the playoffs has exceeded OKC's growth during the playoffs. I think if anything, OKC is armor has been diminished some.
And speaking of OKC, they won the last game 92-87. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 25 points to lead the team, but no one else had over 11 points for the Thunder. And that was my concern with them. With that, sustain and be able to get them wins versus the Nuggets, who are a way more balanced team. Jokic had 27, Brown had 17, Murray had 17, Gordon with 15, Michael Porter only had 3. We don't expect that to repeat itself, but I think that team is way more balanced, even though the Thunder may have more pieces, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I was going with Thunder with pieces, but throw this in, Chico. If the pattern continues, OKC Nuggets are going 7, and that man about to be resting.
Yep. Which is a huge factor in these
Mhm.
playoffs, especially when you
Now,
have big men like Nas
Chico,
Reed and Gobert.
Chico, I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna tell you this, dog. I gave you props, and I give you props on calling New York City. Neely ain't no hater.
Mm-hmm.
New York still got to get by the Pacers.
Yeah.
And if styles make fights and contrasts make fights, that's a nice ass contrast right there.
It is. Now I picked New York. I just think that they, are the favorites to come out of the East for me. But versus the Pacers, like you said, that's going to be a tough series. I'm gonna have to reevaluate that and make my pick then. Although I would like to see
I'm
the
with
Knicks
you.
come out, but
I'm
the
with
Pacers.
Because like when I picked the Celtics come out the East, that was also based on the Cavaliers taking the Pacers out. Because I didn't like the Pacers contrast against the Celtics either.
Right.
But if you giving me the Knicks and Pacers in the finals, I can't say that the Knicks can just look past them like that. But I would love to see, just for the storytelling of it, Timberwolves and New York in the finals, and the guys that swap teams going at it. Because Randall gonna be even rusty in the finals.
And that plays into a storyline for the NBA, which is what the NBA loves, right? So now you have a storyline going into it.
Loves a story.
Yes.
You gotta believe it.
Indeed.
It's the storytelling business.
Yep. And you get the Knicks back in the finals. New York, the Mecca.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. I saw Stephen A. Smith and Spike Lee celebrating after the game. That's a combination
New York,
right there.
man, 7, they couldn't even get traffic down 7th Avenue. It's just packed out there. And man, just think, man, you could have had, in these finals taking place, you could have had SHEDEUR sitting on the front row with Spike and them, picked up by the Giants, And then now he go to Giants now. He go to Giants, all of a sudden leaking these video of Jackson Dart's workout at the whiteboard. Keep in mind, they only is edited. They only showing highlights.
Right.
I want to see the what's edited on the flow. What the parts y'all took out at?
Every NFL team, I would assume, every NFL team has their own style and way of conducting their interviews.
Absolutely.
And just like styles makes fights and styles make the series, like we were talking about right now, I think that's the same dynamic with coaches and coaching staff and players and philosophy and a way of doing things.
Okay.
Example, I've heard someone say Tim Duncan could have been Orlando Magic during his free agent season, but he ended up going back to San Antonio. He could have been playing with Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill, but he asked the executives, "Hey, what's your policy on significant others riding on a team charter plane?"
True story.
Orlando said, "We don't allow it." San Antonio did.
Yeah, so
Tim Duncan went back to San Antonio.
Yeah.
I think this is the same type of situation as far as how the Giants conduct their business and interviews and stuff. Not saying they're wrong. I don't even know how to interview with SHEDEUR. It could have went totally different from what they're saying. But
I'll tell you
what
this.
I watched,
if we see it, we ain't gonna see nothing but the lowlights, and everybody's interview has lowlights. You better believe Dart went up to that board, made mistakes, and they corrected it. And then later on in the interview, when he got to redo that one, they just used that one.
Right. It made it seem like he just went up there and whizzed through all of this when they were just throwing all these things at him. For some coaches and staffs, that's warranted. That's needed. That's how they measure their quarterbacks and stuff like that. Some coaches do it a totally different way. It all goes down to preparation and play on the field. Does it translate on the field? I've seen guys be at the board and they can drop everything, but they can't go out there and throw a ball 10 yards. You know?
Oh, man, look, I've heard Coach Prime himself say he don't need no computer to tell him somebody fast. And like you could put Travis himself out there on certain cone drills, and you'll walk away like, oh man, he didn't do too well in that. But what happens during the game?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
When the
some
lights
some
come on.
people don't do certain situations to your what you would like, but what don't lie is game film. What don't lie is the preparation and product and the outcome. And so I do believe that eventually the Giants are gonna take enough heat, you know, for blowing this that no pause on that one, that they are
Mm-hmm.
gonna leak his interview as well. But I bet you it's only gonna be the lowlights of it. You know,
Yeah.
because they still on that BS.
And
But
shout
I
out to
just thought
Boog
the
too.
interesting they taking such heat for not doing this draft the way they should have. That now all of a sudden, now Dart's interview come out. Yeah, Leon, they're all recorded to some degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hey man, we'll see on the field too. And we've been seeing how Shedeur Sanders has been performing or has performed in the mini camp. We talked about that also. And I, of course, I put online. I stream online with my Madden sometimes when I play. And I have my franchise mode, and franchise mode, of course, predicting the season. And during my preseason, number 2, DeAndre Carter dropped about 3 or 4 passes in 3 or 4 games. I didn't make him do it; it just happened. So I cut him. And then I was at the crossroads of Shedeur Sanders now can get that number 2, or he can keep that 12. If we come to that point, I know it's not a big deal, but I want to know this. I want to ask this right now before we even get there. Do you think Shedeur switches back to the 2, or he keeps the 12 if it's ever presented before the season starts?
If I were him and I'm not, I would keep the 12. Because I'm gonna do like Boosie said, I'm gonna show the world. But you tried to bury it now. Oh, you like that? You like that, Boosie? We're gonna show the world. We gonna show the world the
The
definition of
definition of
real.
real.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like Boosie. I'm gonna keep that 12. Much like when his dad came out of college and cornerbacks couldn't wear single digits. And he went from 2 to 21.
Now here's the thing. It's like it's the what they say, the point of no return, right?
Yeah.
You can switch it now or go ahead and keep it. You know, if here's your opportunity. If you want to switch it now, go ahead and switch it, or you can keep it.
He can
But
also switch it on that second contract when somebody throw that $400 million down to leave Cleveland.
yeah, and he could be like, you know what? Now it's the 2 time. Now 12
Yeah.
was there, and that was that 12 era. I think 12
Yeah.
is kind of
And he can
growing
press
on
play. He
people
can press
too.
play on Lauren Hill. Lost one. And he walked out the door. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum,
Okay,
bum.
yeah, you're right.
You
Okay,
just lost
slow.
one.
I was
Because
slow
I'm
on
out
that
of
one.
here on this next contract. Because that'll hurt him more than anything.
With him saying that he plays with Cleveland in Madden, even before they drafted him, you don't see a situation where he might be thinking in his head, man, I'm where I wanted to be at.
Oh, absolutely is.
Although,
Yeah.
yeah,
Shedeur, let me tell you this, man. When I be giving my opinion, I'm not giving my opinion on Shedeur Sanders. I'm giving my opinion on Neely, who's effed up.
oh, we know this. This is the
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Like I mean, now if you ask me what I think he would do versus what I would do, those could be 2 different answers.
Yeah, you out of there though. You saying?
Oh no, and I'm gonna leave a Reynolds.
Where would be Neely's destination after that? Just somewhere warm, or
Yeah, somebody warm, somewhere warm. A little team down there in Dallas, my hometown. If I was from Texas, like he is,
that's right. I forgot. That's like asking where I want the best NBA player to go. Lakers.
Yeah. I mean, it just so happens Shedeur is from there. LeBron can play in Cleveland. Shedeur can't play in that. Like, yeah.
After a few years, guys, y'all can come back to this video. You guys can watch, and you can say that. I'm gonna go ahead and say this before it's all over. We will see Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, and Coach Prime in Dallas Cowboy gear on the sideline in Dallas. I don't know when that'll be, 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, whatever it is.
I can get with that. I can see that too. I can see that.
Bring it on home, coach. Bring it on home.
No, he would
Finish up
absolutely coach in the NFL if he could coach his sons in the NFL.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the best situation is let them go fly and be free.
And that ain't no Neely opinion right there. I'm damn near quoting him.
He's scared. Y'all heard that, didn't it?
Yeah, if he could coach both of his sons in the NFL, Deion Sanders would coach in the NFL.
And I think this season will reveal a lot of things to him that's questions right now. Do I still want to coach without coaching my son?
You better believe some of these coaches who hated on SHEDEUR and these GMs who hated on SHEDEUR, they hated on SHEDEUR because they didn't want to lose their jobs to his daddy.
They know what could be coming right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, you look at the New York Giants. They forget hot seat. They coach sitting in fish grease hot.
On 4th of July weekend.
And out then as well as the GM. So 2 years from now, come on, dog.
Yeah.
And then with Shiloh, being an undrafted free agent to Tampa Bay, easy pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Easy pickup.
Easy pickup. And several other guys out there too who could be, still hanging around during that time or on a team or practice squad or UFL or whatever.
I will say this, Chico. I will say this. In as much as it could be Dallas, much like I did with the San Antonio Spurs and the Dallas Mavericks last night, I'm you two teams. It's going to be the Saints or Dallas.
Oh, I was going ATL. Saints?
No, you got no room in the ATL. Look at the quarterbacks they already got.
You got Penix, but I'm thinking, like I said, 3 to 5 years from now.
Yeah,
so a lot of things will be clear.
From now, Kellen Moore would have been a failure by now, and they don't have a quarterback, a true franchise quarterback. So there's more opportunity there. 3 to 5 years from now, the Cowboys quarterback could be, coach could be on his last leg because Jerry give you about 2 or 3 years to win, and then that's now aged out. So it's opportunity there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely see it. I thought you was gonna take them back to Atlanta, but like you said, the quarterback is there.
Yeah.
I
have to assume Penix is gonna do well.
Yeah, let's assume he does well. Yeah. Shout out to Michael Penix and the do-rag. Get you a deal with Coach Prime do-rags. Deion Sanders do-rags, man. What you waiting on? Anyways, we're at the top of the hour. Right now, y'all make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, comment. We have talked about a multitude of different topics today. NBA, college football, Coach Prime, SHEDEUR Sanders, and such.
You work so hard to get multitude out that topics tripped you up. You said a multitude of topics.
Okay. You got that without you got that without you happy about that one?
Do you remember how you started the show? Do you remember how you started the show? Yeah, like I said to the chat earlier, you always do this shit. You make a joke in the first 30 seconds, and then when I come back in the last 30 seconds, everybody wasn't on earlier, and now you get to play victim. Oh, why you do me like that, huh?
Yeah, why you do me like that, huh? You got to do me like that. Multitude of topics.
You did again.
Hey, when I was little, this is what my auntie, God rest her soul. When I saw her coming, I knew this joke was coming. When I was little, about 5 years old, we did a Christmas play at church, the same church I performed the crisscross in, jump, right? They gave me, what is it? The 12 Days of Christmas, right? They gave me 5 golden rings, right?
Easy enough, right there, Chico.
Easy enough.
Golden
5
rings.
Golden.
You gonna respond
rings.
after 4 and after 6 on the way back. Like that's all you got.
That's it. That's all you got.
There's no pressure.
Well, my auntie already knew what time it was with me because she would pick me up from Head Start. She spent the most time with me at the time.
When she picked you up, your left shoe was on your right foot, so she knew.
I had a helmet over the raincoat.
Yeah. She knows what she's dealing with. Yeah.
So my auntie comes into the play, and it was almost like she was coming because she knew she was gonna see a show. She was in that thing ready, front row, ready, just waiting for Chico, waiting on little Chico.
Yeah.
And my part came, and she know I could barely talk then. Like you say, I could barely talk now, probably.
Well, yeah.
My part came. I said, 5 golden rings.
Yeah.
The
You was
whole
buckwheat.
crowd, I could see the whole crowd there been falling out.
Yeah.
Next time my side coming up, they like this.
You're waiting on it.
Chicos.
You said Dolden?
Dolden rings. Boy, my auntie played. She never played that down. Hey, little Dolden. Chico, you want some 5 golden rings? Every time. I remember I used to ask for pears. She used to mess with me because I said, can I have some bears? Couldn't talk at all.
Oh, your ass probably wanted a bell. You probably were getting that right.
R.I.P. to my auntie Chicken.
I used to tell
Those
my
are
son,
nicknames.
on daycare, a little camp or whatever. It's all right, boy. Like, I'm tired of your socks come back so dirty. Keep your shoes on today. Oh, yes, sir. Pick him up, left foot on the right foot. And I'd be like, I thought I told you keep your shoes. I ain't take my shoes off. I hit it with the Chico like this.
Like I know I didn't send you out the door with your shoes on the wrong foot. So if you come back with them on the wrong foot, you took your shoes off.
Some came off. Bottom of the socks, great.
Yeah. Oh man, I appreciate that. Ella said, "Bless your heart, Chico." That's what I heard a lot in the crowd. Bless his heart. Bless his little heart.
Take your time, Dolden.
Y'all get up on my auntie Chicken now. That's my auntie Chicken. They called a bird. Auntie Chicken gave me her first glove.
Chicken, her real name was a bird or real name?
No, it was nicknames. I think, hell, 3 of my auntie, including my mama, they had names of animals. I got an auntie Bunny, like a bunny rabbit. I had an auntie Chicken. They called my mama Horse because she had long hair like a horse tail. So they called her Horse.
I'm not gonna say that, y'all. Y'all, I promise. Chat, I'm not saying nothing, chat.
They probably called her Horse too because she had a big booty, but they called her
now
Horse.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing. I wasn't gonna say that, chat. That's what they told little Chico why they called your mama Horse. That ain't why they called your mama Horse. They were talking about that stallion, the Donka back there. She got a dog.
I told my mama she had a big butt one time. Boy, she almost backhanded slapped me so hard. What?
I bet you wasn't the only one trying to get that bath water.
Hey man, settle down.
She got a dog.
I be giving Neely material for the future, don't I? Lord. Hey man, we're gonna end the show now.
They call my mama Horse. When he was younger. What the hell?
I done grew out of it. What they say? Oh, he grew out of it.
Yeah, he was just special ed, but he grew out of it. No, he aged out of it. He ain't grown out of shit.
He grew out of it. Lord.
He just can't be 22 in 11th grade. He ain't passed.
Y'all so crazy. We always get on stuff like this in the chat. Unbelievable. Thank you guys for coming out for another lunchtime. Y'all got to get back to lunch now. Go do what you're supposed to be doing. Get back right. I hope y'all finish a good meal. I hope y'all ate something healthy today. Stop eating out of the snack machine every day. I'm so grateful I'm away from that job. I was thinking about it the other day, Unc. I used to go to the snack machine and get excited. Ooh, I'm finna get some yellow bag M&Ms. Ooh, I'm about to eat I'm about to eat. All that stuff is junk. Stop eating that stuff. That's my advice for the day. All right? Eat better, do better, live better.
And take a bath in your mama water. She got a dump.
Just take a bath.
She got a dump.
Just take a bath. Don't be like Neely. Just take a bath.
Mama. If you can lift it, wash under it. Your arm, your belly, your balls, your foot. She said, if you can lift it, you need to put a rag under it.
And on that note, we're going to be up and about this thing. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys for joining us. Another lunchtime live with UNK and Chico. We're going to continue to do this each and every Tuesday. Y'all tune in with us during your lunch break. Thank you guys for coming out. We out of this thing. Unbelievable. Peace in the Middle East. Turn my music up, please, Manny.
Chico.
Thank you, man.
It's another one.
It's another one.
It's another one, baby.
It's another one.
It's another one.
Another live with UNK and Bigg Dogg. With UNK and Bigg Dogg. With UNK and Bigg Dogg.
So get ready for it.
UNK and Bigg Dogg Chico.
Stay out that milk water.
Ah.
Yeah.
Peace of release.